Yeah, this is Point Blizzy. Point Black coming in hard and off the guard. Coming with the flow straight to the barrio. And coming with the heat from the damn street. Coming with the boom bip to the line ass lips. Facts to crack backs. Views and comments. This is PBNN Point Black. National News. The late and the great edition. And the ghetto edition as well. As we see, because this is how we must do. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to every and each and every person out there today in the world as we see the escalation. Many things that do not look right in many ways. But there is only so much that we can say on these lines and YouTube and stuff. Because they're blocking. And everybody should know that by now. You know what I'm saying? But today we're going to view through some news, see what's going on out there in the atmosphere, and see what's dropping. We see Trumpy Bear. We have one coming in from the Independent News on the Trumpy Bear, baby. You know what I'm saying? Live, Trump reportedly tried to trade Mar-a-Lago records for documents about Russia investigation. You know what I'm saying? The saga with the saga with the President of the United States, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And the classified sensitive governmental documents he had in his home or office continues. On Saturday, the New York Times report that Mr. Trumpy Bear baby, allegedly offered the National Archives a deal to return the box of documents he had in his possession last year in exchange for documents he believed would expose the Russian investigation as the FBI hopes. The report note that Mr. Trumpy Bear baby, didn't know what the archive had, but knew there were items he wanted. I see the men. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The allegations would confirm that Mr. Trumpy Bear, baby, knew last year that he had documents. Whether it proved that or not, it also proved that you have documents that he needs to prove his innocence from Hillary Clinton garbage ass ramping up about some damn fucking Russian collusion. So if there was Russian collusion, then what do you call the Biden and creepy Joe Biden's son doing in Ukraine, meeting with Russian mere wives or whatever and getting money from them? And what seems to be that problem somewhere there's something confusing very going on there that we must pay more attention to in the Hunter Biden investigation and Joe Biden as well. Now saying because once these people get into office, there is no way to always get them out. So we have to let them run their bullshit for the next 4 years, and nobody can do anything because then they go to Mark Zuckerberg and these different platforms and they block any protest that you might have to put out against the garbage that is going on. And that's a damn fucking shame anytime you see this happen in America. But we see here, he's saying the allegation would confirm that Mr. Trump knew last year that he had documents that belonged to the federal government. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was a federal, he was a chief and commanding president, jackass. The Times also note that Mr. Trump and his representatives did not tell the archive that the box contained classified information. So the fucking what? Biden them didn't do it, nor did fucking what's his name? Bush Junior Donkey when he knocked down the World Trade Center to me. You know what I'm saying? All the records was not released to the families as they thought. So they think. I would like to see the documents that you gave the family and examine the records that you really hid. And many other documents that you guys have had for years. Talking about Trumpy Bear. He only had 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So the classified information in the box really doesn't matter compared to the amount of information that you guys had in that archive that the American people can't always see. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody going around you in no shape or form. Y'all are unsafe. You know what I'm saying? On Friday, the report broke that the FBI special agent had reportedly interviewed multiple witnesses regarding whether Trumpy Bear, the president of the United States, had hidden classified sensitive government documents at the Trump Tower home and office or his golf club in uh, Bedminster, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Rolling Stones or whoever they are said that the agent wants to know if the one-term president pull, you know what I'm saying, move documents from Mar-a-Lago estate to estate in Florida to other properties. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, like I said, many other presidents have done worse than that. And many of the presidents will hold on to many documents and hide many documents in your so-called archive. You know what I'm saying? And different that. And then talking about freedom of information. Now, you know what I'm saying? You release them after they've been doctored and so forth and so on. So even if you did, you know, all kinds of criminal shit like we saw with the World Trade Center and all the shit that went on, I don't believe that the family has an original story as to what really took place and who was involved deep down inside that situation. But we're gonna leave that piece of garbage for now because whether he has the documents or not, y'all did the same goddamn thing for many, many years. The demon Democrats has no place to accuse him of any kind of documents in the first place because y'all did worse when it comes to documents. Talking about transparency, one of the demon Democrats have ever been transparent, much less the Republicans. Former Southampton assistant principal files complaints against school district claiming racial discrimination in Southampton. Over there, Southampton. As we see, a former assistant principal at Southampton High School has lodged a formal complaint against the superintendent. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We see school Nicholas Dino or whatever his name is, and the Southampton Union Free School District for, you know what I'm saying, and the Southampton Union Free District for the unlawful discriminatory and retaliatory, how you say that word? Larator, whatever. I don't know what a relatory or whatever the word may be. Employment practice, regulatory or whatever you're saying. According to the complaint filed last week with the New York State Division of Human Rights, according to his legal team, Keith Saunders, who is black, was labeled not loyal and forced to resign after interviewing for another job with a different school district, as his white counterpart had previously done. The complaint said Mr. Sanders, or whatever his name is, has unfortunately been subjected to treatment that can only be labeled as outrageously unacceptable. Attorney Frederick Burrington wrote on Friday in an email blast. On Friday in an email blast, the school district was aware of the complaint and did nothing to address it. Of course, we see that in Southampton because we know there's a lot of racism in Southampton as a whole. They ain't fooling nobody with that garbage. I don't care what they say. You know what I'm saying? There's good people there, and there's all kinds of people there. But at the same time, we see the practice of the governmental understanding, even when it comes to schools and different other governmental jobs. We see a lot of racist people be in those positions. You know what I'm saying? Or a boss and supervisor making money and doing a bunch of discriminatory personal things on their own to the employees in many ways. You know what I'm saying? But we see where it's not looking good in this situation, and I hope that he gets some kind of justice and we see some reality of respect for black people in South Africa, as well as the black original red man native people of the Algonquin tribe of what we call Shinnecock. Now we see a race for New York governor. Politics takes center stage at Columbus Day Parade.